Hi, I'm Matt Collins. I'd like to welcome you to Bob Weber Auto Mart on Douglas Avenue here in Racine, across from Douglas Park. We specialize in 1-year-old, low mileage, almost new cars. And if you'd like to stop by and see them, or see them on our website, bobweberautomart.com, we could save you between $5,000 and $10,000 on your next almost new car purchase.
I'm Michael Burke, and this is Money Talks. Hi, welcome to Buffalo Wild Wings, and welcome to Money Talks. Very excited about this show. Thanks to Richard Buchanan, the restaurant manager, for being with us today. We're recording this show on Tuesday, September, help me out, 17th?
17th.
And the restaurant opens the 23rd.
Monday the 23rd.
Yeah, and I got to tell you, it's hard to remember many businesses that have generated the kind of excitement that you guys have when you announced you were coming to Racine. And by the way, let's give the location. You're sitting right between Olive Garden and IHOP on the southern edge of Regency Mall. So, Richard, why did the company want to come to Racine? I understand that's actually been... We should also explain it's a training day here.
So it is a training day, absolutely.
So that explains some of the noise in the background, some of the activity that people are going to see.
That's right.
But the company has kind of had its eye on Racine for several years, right?
We have. It's been a matter of looking for the right location, the right opportunity. There's been incredible interest in this community, though, to bring a location here. We have a location in Kenosha, one in Oak Creek, and many folks live here, and they like one a little bit closer to home.
Yeah, yeah. And by the way, this sits on the former site of the Lone Star Steakhouse, and I am amazed how quickly demolition went underway late April, and here we are in mid-September, and you guys are days from opening. So is that a typical project, or is that a fast track, or what?
It is. Our company is very dedicated to, once the commitment's been made and we take over a site, we build a building quickly.
Yeah.
Many people are involved in this, and they facilitate it very nicely.
Mm-hmm. Give us some numbers, first of all, the size of the building, the seating capacity, number of employees you'll have, things like that.
Well, we're going to seat, our max seating will be about 299. We have about 150 team members employed. And they'll ebb and wane, go up and down a little bit, but we're employing about 150 right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And what's the size of the place?
We're just under 8,000 square feet.
Wow. Wow. The formula seems to be, for the wild popularity, seems to be sports, beer, and wings. Did I kind of get that right?
Absolutely. We're wings, beer, and sports. Beer's our middle name. Absolutely.
So let's talk about the place a little bit. Point out some of the... There are screens in every direction. A sports screen, most of them with sports on. There's poker over there, baseball game up here. How many video screens do you have here?
We have 64 screens in total, and that includes a few that we have in our patio. We're able to bring anything off of DirecTV, off the satellite. So if there's a sporting event anywhere in the world and it's on the satellite system, we can pull it in. And that's our unique agreement with DirecTV. If it's on the satellite, we can bring it in.
Oh, wow. Now, behind us is really a huge, interesting structure. Talk about that.
Well, this we're absolutely proud of. This is only the third time, or the third location in our company and in this country, where we've built a screen very similar to what you see at a basketball game or a hockey game, and put it right over our bar. So it's a centerpiece of our restaurant.
Looks like the Bradley Center, the middle of the Bradley Center up
That's
there.
exactly what it's meant to be. So we're sitting kind of in a stadium restaurant. It's a combination of both.
So it's three-sided, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And now this is what the company calls a stadium concept. So help us understand what makes it so.
Well, we refer to it as a stadium.
Okay.
But the idea is that you're walking up to a stadium, so as you approach the building, it has the look of a basketball or a baseball stadium. When you walk inside, it feels like you're walking into a stadium. Little touches like the brick on the wall, the scoreboard you just mentioned behind us. It's got that kind of feel to it that you're dining inside of a stadium.
Yeah, and there are even numbers on some of the booths I know that sort of would be like marching up the rows of
Absolutely,
of the stadium too.
Yep, to go to your seats.
To find your seat, yeah. What's your? I can probably guess, but what is your main market that BWW appeals to?
Well, first and foremost, it's the ultimate sports fan. So we're looking to give the ultimate experience for our sports fans. That's our number one. So any sporting event, whether it's soccer from Africa or the football game on Sunday, we'll have it. So we're catering to the sports fans, but we've realized so many people in our communities enjoy our restaurants. So whether it's from an older couple to young families on Friday nights, come in and enjoy the atmosphere, enjoy the excitement, the vibration, if you will. The number one is the sports fans.
And what are the main days? Describe a typical week or year's pattern, because I would think football season's got to be huge. Sundays have to be huge. So what's the pattern? When are the busiest times? When does it ebb a little bit?
Well, I definitely in the fall and the spring. So it coincides with the football season, and of course with basketball. March Madness is absolutely huge for us.
Oh, yeah.
The football, this is our time. We're busy throughout the entire year. So baseball, but baseball is 7 days a week. The football is real big. So Saturdays are real big for us. Sundays are even bigger. And now the NFL is showing games on Monday and Thursdays. Those are exciting days for us also.
That's good for you guys.
Absolutely, it is.
Yeah. I stopped to get coffee on the way here at a local coffee shop called Wilson's, and darned if the girl who served me didn't. She knew all about this, and she was a connoisseur of Buffalo Wild Wings and familiar with the one in Kenosha. So I mean, you guys are just on everyone's radar screen, I think.
Well, I've got to share. The response we've gotten from the community is unbelievable. Sometimes we open restaurants in markets that aren't as well developed in terms of knowing who we are as a brand. Again, sitting right between Kenosha and Oak Creek, everyone knows who we are, and it's been remarkable. We can't go anywhere in the community with our logos without being stopped and asked, when are you opening? And everyone's excited.
Yeah. Just give an overview of the company, where it started, when, and how many you have now.
Well, we started back in 1982. Our first location was in Columbus, Ohio, just outside of the Ohio State University. We went to 2 locations there and then started to grow from there. We're publicly traded. We went on NASDAQ in the late 90s. We're at about 950, 960 restaurants right now. We're opening restaurants every week. We'll hit a target of 1,000 sometime just probably after the first of the year.
All in the U.S.?
We have gone international. So the last 2 years we began opening restaurants in Canada. This year we're going into Puerto Rico, Mexico, the Philippines, Saudi Arabia, and United Arab Emirates.
Now, the Philippines and Saudi Arabia and the Middle East somehow don't seem to fit in the same category. So why those areas?
Well, it's we partnered with franchise partners that are very, very excited about our brand and have determined that there's a market and an interest there. The Philippines is extremely exciting for us. The population there is just very hungry for a concept like ours, and they love their sports, as they do in Mexico, as they do in most parts of the world.
Probably more so soccer in some of those countries,
Absolutely.
right?
Yep.
Than American football.
Yes.
We talked about the sports part a little bit. Let's talk about the beer part a little bit.
Beer's our middle name.
Yeah. Tell me about the number of tap beers you have and how many craft beers and that sort of thing.
We have 30 beers on tap, and they range from the most popular, your Miller and your Bud Pogs, and we got some of their crafts, regional crafts as well as local crafts here. So we carry New Glarus, a couple different kinds of New Glarus. We do carry a Lakefront. So those are the local specialties. We do have a Goose Island out of Chicago.
Okay, Goose Island. Yeah. Oh, my brother loves that.
So,
Yeah, pale ale. Yeah. How about let's talk about the menu. Tell me, for somebody who hasn't eaten here ever or recently, what are the most popular items? But then also, what are some of the ones that maybe you think are undiscovered dishes to try?
Well, our wings are obviously the most popular. So we offer both boneless and traditional with the bone in. That's only about half of what we offer on our menu, and about half of what our guests order. One of the more distinguishing factors of our menu are 16 different sauces and 5 different rubs that we offer. These sauces make a difference. These are signature sauces. Each one is uniquely crafted. They're not generic by any means. They're not different variations of the same sauce. And this really hits home with people. You can survey a group of folks, and they will each have their own favorite sauce. And we can add that sauce to any item on the menu. So it all starts with the boneless and traditional wings, but we offer different kinds of sandwiches. Wraps are very popular. We have a few different salads. Some burgers and chicken dishes, a lot of finger appetizer type food, and these are very popular also. So we have a little bit of something for everybody.
Yeah. So what's the range? If you eat lunch here, what can you expect to spend? If you eat supper here, does that change, or is it pretty much the same menu all the time?
We do offer a lunch madness menu Monday through Friday, but our range will be anywhere from about $7 to $9 on average. Of course, we add different things to it that can grow that, but fairly reasonable. And then at dinner, you're looking anywhere from about $8 to $12, depending on your appetite and how much you want to order.
Yeah, that's not bad. Besides the sports surrounding us, you guys have. Last time I was in one of these in the Chicago area, the trivia game was really fun. We spent most of our time playing that because it was loud in there and we couldn't really hear what was on the television. But the trivia was fun. Is that something that is created for Buffalo Wild Wings, or you're just buying a syndicated service, or what?
Well, we partner with NTN to offer buzz time, so the various playmakers that we have in all of our restaurants in the country. Here, though, we're opening with a brand new variation that's made just for us, and it's a tablet, all the same games that our guests enjoyed at other locations, but a lot more now. And a very sleek, a beautiful looking mini tablet.
So how does that work? You mean you sit down with the table of people and you get the tablet to play the game? And are you choosing the games you're playing?
Absolutely, yeah. You pick out whatever game you'd like.
Really?
At some point, we'll begin to offer some other action-type adult games that'll be pay-per-use and use a credit card right there on the machine.
Oh, yeah.
But for right now, all the same interactive games and then some. And it covers all age groups, so the trivia for adults, but we also have kids games on there too.
Wow, nice. Let's just touch on this training going on around us. When did it start, and what's maybe something we wouldn't think of that's a part of the training process?
We practice, and we practice. We've been training for a little over a week right now. We'll continue to do so for the rest of this week. So a little under 2 weeks right here. It's the practice and getting very comfortable with what they're doing. Our biggest thing is making a connection with our guests. So it's a service aspect. A lot of restaurants talk about that. We really live and breathe that. We want folks to enjoy coming in here. It's not a stuffy, pretentious atmosphere. Very, very casual, very relaxed. So the personality is the most important thing. So our most important resource are our people and making connections with our guests.
Yeah, very nice. What are the hours going to be? You open Monday the 23rd. Let's say that again. Sure. What are the hours going to be through the week?
We'll open up at 11 a.m. 7 days a week. We'll be open until midnight, Sunday through Thursday, and open until 1 a.m. on Fridays and Saturdays.
Okay.
And we're only closed 2 days of the year, Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Oh, yeah. Well, Richard Buchanan, short and snappy show, but I don't think we need to. We're just teasing people. They're coming in here anyway. So thanks a lot for being on the show. You've been watching Money Talks at the new Buffalo Wild Wings. Actually, it hasn't even opened yet, but it will very, very soon. Thanks to our producer Greg Shaver. I'm business reporter Michael Burke, and please remember Money Talks. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Matt Collins. I'd like to welcome you to Bob Weber Auto Mart on Douglas Avenue here in Racine, across from Douglas Park. We specialize in 1-year-old, low mileage, almost new cars. And if you'd like to stop by and see them, or see them on our website, bobweberautomart.com, we could save you between $5,000 and $10,000 on your next almost new car purchase.